right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back here to another video. Let's go ahead and dive in. Today is February 23rd, 2026, and I wanted to firstly bring up the latest European model, and this gives us an idea of what we could expect over the next few days in terms of any kind of moisture. Today, again, was a dry day out there. Now, as we head into tonight, into tomorrow, there is a Alberta clipper system moving through North Dakota into Minnesota. And so that could cause mixed precip, some scattered mixed precip, mainly snow, but could see some embedded freezing rain in there. Now, some of this activity could sneak into far northeastern South Dakota as well. Sisseton area up there could see some of this activity, and then up into central and northern Minnesota. And then for tomorrow, we dry things out again. We are looking at another dry forecast for tomorrow. And then as we head into Wednesday, we start to see a low pressure system coming from the west and moving east. And as a result, looks like we're going to start to see some precip on Wednesday. So it looks like it'll start out in western and central South Dakota. And it looks like it'll mainly be snow, but it does look like scattered mixed precip is going to be expected here. And then it'll quickly move east into southeastern South Dakota and northeastern Nebraska. So Sioux Falls will start to get in on this, it looks like on Wednesday. And it'll go all the way up to Huron and then all the way up to Mulbridge and then over towards Rapid City and the Black Hills area. And it looks like scattered mixed precip is expected on Wednesday. Now, as we head into Thursday, we're going to dry things back out, and we're not going to see anything. And then same thing on Friday. So Thursday and Friday look dry. Now, as we head into Saturday morning, we're going to start to see some more snow come in. It looks like this is, again, according to the latest European model run. It looks like South Dakota into Minnesota and northern Iowa. We're looking at more snow that is going to be possible on Saturday. And, will this include Sioux Falls? Sioux Falls could see some of this activity, but at this time, it looks like it's mainly going to be north of Sioux Falls. So the northern half of South Dakota, southern Minnesota, and northern Iowa is what we're looking at. And then how about on Sunday? Well, Sunday looks like we're going to dry things back out. Looks like we're not seeing much for Sunday. And then on Monday of next week, it takes us out a week out at that point. So anything after that, anything next week, take that very loosely with a grain of salt. But it does look like the trends are suggesting as we head into the end of February into early March, we are looking at a more active weather pattern. Now, another factor to the short-term weather forecast is going to be the wind gust map. Today we had some wind gusts, 20 to 30. Now, as we head into tonight, we are looking at kind of a spot here tonight that I wanted to go over. There's a spot in particular there, far eastern South Dakota into southwestern Minnesota. We are looking at a narrow window here. Basically from like Pipestone up towards Marshall and then over towards Clear Lake and up towards Sisseton. That is kind of the area that we're watching for tonight. There could be a spot here of 35 to 50 mile per hour winds. So be on the lookout for that. And then as we head into your day tomorrow, looks like we're going to see the winds crank up for tomorrow across the entire region. anywhere from 25 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts. So be on the lookout for that for tomorrow. We are looking at a windy forecast tomorrow, and then it looks like the winds will die down Tuesday night into Wednesday. Here's another map I wanted to go over. This is a look at the total snowfall map, and this is the latest European model. And this gives us an idea of what we can expect for snow. So this is through Tuesday. This is through tomorrow. This is what we're looking at. Again, northern Minnesota looks to see 1 to 2 inches of snow. Then as we head into Wednesday, through Wednesday's system, you can really see this gives us an outline, a good idea of where the snow is going to be found on Wednesday. It's going to start in northwestern South Dakota into central South Dakota, anywhere from 1 to 2 inches, spotty 1 to 2 inches. And then it does look like the Sioux Falls area could see an inch of snow out of this on Wednesday. So don't be surprised if we get an inch of snow, maybe 2 inches in Sioux Falls and surrounding areas on Wednesday. And then moves into Iowa, and 1 to 2 inches could be found across Iowa. So that is kind of what we're looking at for the system on Wednesday. Then as we play out through your weekend, this takes us out through Saturday, and you see the map changes again, and we see another spot of moisture, maybe another 1 to 3 inches found across north central South Dakota into east central South Dakota. So maybe places like Huron over towards in between Mobridge and Pierre could see 2 to 5 inches. Over towards the Brookings area could see around 4 inches of snow. And then you go into southern Minnesota and northern Iowa, could see anywhere from 2 to 5 inches. So that's kind of what we're looking at here for the system this weekend. So again, Wednesday and Saturday, those are the main 2 days that we are watching for snow potential across our region. Now again, not everyone is going to get a bunch of snow, but there could be a few pockets of 2 to 5 inches in some of these spots in South Dakota and Minnesota and Iowa. So need to be weather aware of Wednesday and then your weekend on Saturday. Now, Sioux Falls, again, we're expecting probably around 1 inch is kind of what we're looking at as of right now for Wednesday and Saturday each, probably around an inch for Sioux Falls. Now, keep in mind that these amounts can still change leading up to the event. We are looking at the potential for, these are subject to change. Not saying they are going to change, but more than likely they probably will change at least a little bit. In certain spots, won't get as much as other spots. But the general areas is South Dakota into southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. All right, lastly, as we take a look at the 10-day forecast for the Sioux Falls area, today, again, it was a colder day. Now, tomorrow we're going to warm back up, and I think we'll get close to 50. Whether or not we hit 50, I think it's possible. But realistically, we're probably around the upper 40s, and then we'll cool back down on Wednesday with that system of potential snow. And then Thursday, warming back up to around 50. And then around 60 on Friday. So it does look like Thursday and Friday are the nicest days of the 10-day forecast. And then we're going to cool down for your weekend down into the 20s, and then slowly warming back up potentially by the end of that 10-day into next week. And again, watching for potential for moisture on Saturday or Sunday. I think Saturday at this point looks more probable, but it could be on Sunday as well. For the Aberdeen area, we're looking at cooling trends the next couple of days, 20s and 30s, watching for that system on Wednesday, and then warming back up Thursday and Friday into the mid to upper 40s, and then cooling down for your weekend, teens for daytime highs for your weekend, and watching that potential system Saturday night into Sunday. And then potentially warming a little bit back up next week, maybe 41 by next Tuesday. So the potential is there to see, we're kind of looking like a roller coaster ride of temperatures. That's kind of what we're looking at here. for everyone, really. We're looking at a temperature roller coaster. Same thing for the pier area, mid 40s for tomorrow. And then watching that system come in on Wednesday, we're going to cool things back down into the upper 30s, and then warming back up Thursday and Friday into the mid to upper 50s, and then cooling back down for your weekend into the 20s, and then warming back up by the end of the 10-day back into the 40s to low 50s. So again, for pier, looking at a roller coaster ride for temperatures as well. And then for the Rapid City area, not as much of a roller coaster, looking at upper 40s tomorrow, and then 50s the next couple of days after that. Wednesday at 50, 59 on Thursday, and then the warmest day looks to be Friday with low 60s. And then there's your cool down for the weekend. Everyone's going to cool down for the weekend, 30s for Rapid City over the weekend, and then next week back into the 40s and 50s, it looks like. So again, theme of the forecast, watching for the systems on Wednesday and Saturday, and then watching the temperature swings that we're going to be seeing. Temperature roller coasters, what I like to call it. And so those are the main details of the forecast. So thank you guys for watching. That's going to be it for this video. Make sure and smash that like button if you enjoyed. Make sure and drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. We want to hear from you guys. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't want to miss any of our videos. Ring those notifications. And then also check us out on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok as well, so you don't miss any of our content over there. And also any sponsorship opportunities for any of you out there that want to become a sponsor with T Storm Chasers, be sure to reach out to us on Facebook or any of our social platforms, and also our phone number as well. So thank you guys for watching, and stay safe out there.